So I'm gonna come to you real quick, man, to let y'all know. First of all, I said I need to do another video. It's been a while, but this is another video I want to make. This is the video I'm gonna make right now because the situation funny. So I'm at the plantation, you know, my job, and yesterday I wore a shirt that says only God can judge me. Saw this guy stop, read my shirt, and he wanted to have a conversation. However, I was already involved in the conversation with someone else, so he kept walking. See him today. He stops me and say, "Hey, aren't you the guy who had on the only guy can judge me shirt yesterday?" I'm like, "Yes." He asked me if I believed that Jesus died on the cross for our sins. I said no. And he looked at me in disbelief. Like, "Wait, what?" I said, "No." He said, "But your shirt said only God can judge us." I said, "That's true. God and Jesus is not the same person to me." So he goes on to say, "Well, if you don't believe that, then maybe you should be worried about God's judgment." That's what he says. He said, "I should be worried about God's judgment." So I said, "Well, you know, I believe that, you know," well, he ended up quoting a Bible verse saying that the only way through me is through my son and yada, yada, yada. You know how the Bible verses go. Yeah, I read them a million times, so have you, I'm sure. So I'm like, yeah, but there's been other messages throughout the time. You know, you have Moses before him, Abraham before him, so on and so forth. I said, and then after, you know, you have the son of the prophets, which is the prophet Muhammad, so on and so forth. He said, well, if you believe in anybody else outside of Jesus, then you need to be judged because that's not good. Mind you, I'm at work. So one, conversations about religion, I really don't want to do at work. Not with you. Two, dude, you don't know me like that. So instead of me blasting this cat with all kind of facts and knowledge, I just simply said, look, you say in the Bible, it says that Jesus is the Son of God. Who wrote the Bible? I said, man said that. Man told you that, not God. He said, well, do you believe that the Bible was inspired by God? I said, who wrote the book of Matthew? He quoted a verse, Matthew verse 3 or verse 2 or something. So I said, who wrote it? Well, it was Matthew. I said that Matthew was a man, correct? Yes. So man wrote the Bible. Simple. So God didn't say this. Man told you this. Man told you that God said. He said, well, do you believe the Old Testament was inspired by God? I said, yes. In its original form, it was. So I do believe that Moses was inspired by God when he wrote the original Old Testament. But he seemed to think that, oh no, it ended up being that this guy said that me, of all people, should worry about the judgment of God because I didn't believe that Jesus died on the cross for our sins. Imagine that. Now, I could have laced it with the hot facts, but again, I'm on the plantation. I don't want no problems. All I want to do is go in here, get this check, and do what I need to do because I got some big plans coming up. Meanwhile, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, man, and I'm going to holler at y'all with some hot facts later on, too. Deuces.